So welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be making bitter leaf soup. That is just like my mama's cooking. Today we'll be making bitter leaf soup. But one of the most important ingredients in making bitter leaf soup, which is the cocoyam, is not keto. So I'm going to show you how to make a keto bitter leaf soup. You can use your palm nut, palm cream, and make it to thicken it. But what if you don't have palm nut? And for you to do that, you need a lot. What if you just have palm oil in the house and you want to cook your bitter leaf soup your normal way, or you've been craving bitter leaf soup and then the palm nut is not an option? What do you do? So today I'm going to show you how to make the keto bitter leaf soup. Sale sale. So let's get cooking the bitter leaf soup. Ofe onugu. There are different types of bitter leaf, depends. I got this from the African store. It's very difficult to get bitter leaf here in America, but I got this from the African store. It's fresh bitter leaf and I'm supposed to wash it. I'm not gonna do that. It's too much work. So this one is dried bitter leaf. This one is dried bitter leaf, but because I don't really like the all these is it the stem or so, I don't really like it. So when I get it dry, I rub it together and this stem separates. And then I have this. The ingredients for our bitter leaf soup is this our meats. I like using assorted different types of meats in my cooking. It gives it a unique flavor. Even some smoked meat and things like that. I like combining them. And because this is a native soup, onugu soup, onugu is very good, especially when you use the beef parts like the tongue, the stomach, the intestine, the heart, the liver. When you mix all those together, oh my goodness. I miss you, mommy. So I'm using what I can find here, but there's my stockfish, there's my smoked turkey, I hope you can see that, my pork, my cow feet, and a little cow skin, and then this is beef that has, you need something that has a little bone to it. There's this taste that comes out of the bones. And then of course I have my fish. You can't have onugu soup without dry fish, please. Please don't let anybody tell you otherwise. It gives this aroma. Palm oil, I don't really measure. I just, you know, until I feel satisfied. I like a lot of oil. And this is keto anyways. My pepper flakes, but you can use all this native like the Cameroon pepper, you know, it has a special flavor. My seasoning, I'm using adobo and I'm using this, but because I cannot use ordinary normal seasoning, I like combining my adobo. I have my ginger powder. I have my zaitan gum. This is the magic ingredient. I would have used palm cream, like the palm oil cream, to make this soup. But I want to show you that in case you don't have it and you want to really make it the usual way that you will do with palm oil, how you can thicken it. We also have crayfish, and of course without this, bitter leaf soup can never be complete. It is called the ogiri. Oyiru. Yeah, but it's not the iru as in dawa dawa, but this one is called ogiri. So I'm gonna start. I'm boiling the bitter leaf with about a tablespoon of baking soda. I'm just gonna boil it for say 10 to 20 minutes on low heat because it tends to boil over if it's the heat is too high. I started by boiling the bitter leaf with about a tablespoon and a half of of baking soda. Now it has the bitter leaf so soft, and then when you're done, you wash it out very well. This is the water that came out of it. This one looks like medicinal, something that can cure something in the body, but we're not going to use it, of course not. Adding water to your meat. Normally sometimes you just use a little water, boil, but this is a one pot cooking. I'm not going to go the route of all those wahala. Every time I cook my food, I want to be in and out of the kitchen as soon as possible. As soon as I possibly can. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of ginger. Whatever seasoning I'm going to use eventually for the soup is what I'm adding. I'm not going to add any extra seasoning later on. About a tablespoon of adobo, but I can adjust that if it's not enough. But I try to season at once so that the meat on its own can also absorb the flavoring from the seasoning. About a tablespoon of steak seasoning, but if you're not here and you find any seasoning that does not contain MSG, cornstarch, sugar, that's okay. Doesn't have to be steak seasoning. And salt. I always like adding my salt a little at a time. Did I mention my fish? I don't think so. I boiled hot water, soaked the fish for about a few minutes, and then I washed it out. I did. I mentioned the fish. I'm kind of like... So with that, we're going to boil our meat. Not boil it until it's tender, but boil it until it is tender's brother. Going close to tenderness. So we're going to cover and cook and come. Our soup is bubbling. It's good, but it needs a little more seasoning. I'm going to start with my vegetable, my bitter leaf. The salt is okay. I'm going to mix in my ogiri with a little water. And just to dissolve it. Not necessarily it's going to dissolve in the soup, but when I was growing up, normally what my mother does is she pounds it with the cocoyam. The crayfish, I love crayfish. The meat is not cooked through, but it's gonna finish cooking by the time the soup is ready. You can have more bitter leaf if you want. Some people like really thick bitter leaf soup with the bitter leaf not even cut, when you want to eat it, to see the leaves and the stem like a rope. My fish, palm oil. Don't crucify me. I love oil. It's very good for the eyes, vitamin A. And because I used to have eye issues, I started eating a lot of palm oil. Used to being the word. Our soup is coming together. This is what I call sali onugu soup. The seasoning is okay for now. I'm just going to boil it and then wait for it to, like the crayfish, to cook out before I taste and know what else to do or add. It's better you add than to take away. Let me just taste for salt. Oh my goodness, this is good. It has that slight bitter taste, which is what you want with onugu soup. You don't want it to be all cooked out. You need that slight bitter taste of the onugu. So we're going to cover and cook for another, we're going to check it back in a few minutes. In a few minutes. Now the soup is ready. At this point, you cook it until the meat is as tender as you want. Some like it soft, some like it hard. Make it too soft, it's going to break up in your soup. I'm going to use my Zetam gum. I'm going to use my finger. I don't like using my hand spoon to do this so that it doesn't have clumps. I don't use a particular measurement. I just put it here and then I sprinkle. Turn, make another sprinkle. You can see the soup has started thickening. When I sprinkle it, I wait for a few minutes after turning so that I don't use too much. I'm going to keep sprinkling until I get the thickness that I want. You wait for a few minutes. You don't keep sprinkling at once. You just wait for a few minutes so that it cooks. If you put too much at the same time, you might end up having a soup that is too thick. So this here is our keto onugu soup. Look at that. Look at that. And there is no sliminess to it. So the soup is ready. Get your swallow, get your swallow. This one will be very good with keto poundo. Let me turn off my light before my soup burns. I don't know. I just wish you guys could just come and take a taste out of this soup. I just wish you could just come around me and take a taste of this soup. It is so good. It looks it has this slight bitterness to it that becomes sweet immediately you swallow. We need some stockfish in this soup because I'm not going to taste this thing without some stock something. Just look at how thick that is. Look at it. So in case you have just palm oil in your house, you can still make your favorite keto, your favorite soup, if this bitter leaf soup is your favorite, or you can actually use it to thicken any soup you want, not just bitter leaf.